2025 is your wake-up call. It's the year to hit pause on the chaos, the notifications, emails, endless to-do lists, and the constant pull of distractions. Think about it. How often have you felt like you're running a marathon only to end up in the same place, overwhelmed, frustrated, and unsure of where your time went? Every day feels like a battle between what truly matters and the noise that demands your attention. But what if you could flip the script? What if you had the power to cut through the clutter, silence the noise, and reclaim control over your time and energy? Imagine transforming scattered days into laser-focused momentum toward your biggest goals. This is the power that separates the dreamers from the doers, the achievers who master the art of focus and use it to create clarity and success in their lives. Welcome to Focus on What Matters. In this video, I'll share the exact strategies you need to break free from distractions, master your focus, and finally turn your dreams into reality. And trust me, by the end, there's a powerful bonus lesson waiting to supercharge your progress. Stay tuned. This might just be the game changer you've been searching for. Let's begin with Lesson 1, Understanding Focus. Focus is the foundation of every accomplishment. Yet, in a world filled with distractions, we often find ourselves scattered, our energy drained, and our purpose clouded. Imagine this. You're holding a lantern in complete darkness. Wherever you aim, its light becomes visible, but the rest remains unseen. This lantern is your mind, and focus is the deliberate act of choosing where to shine it. The Buddha once taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This profound insight emphasizes the need to cultivate a clear and undivided mind. Without focus, even the grandest vision dissolves into chaos. But when your energy aligns with your purpose, your actions flow effortlessly toward your goals. Here's a simple but transformative exercise. Practice single tasking. Choose one task and give it your full attention. Whether it's a work assignment, a fitness goal, or spending time with loved ones, immerse yourself in the moment. You'll notice something extraordinary. By doing less, you achieve more. How often do you start your day with a clear intention? Start tomorrow by setting just one meaningful goal, one that aligns with your core values. This is not about productivity for the sake of doing, but about purpose-driven action. When your actions resonate with your values, distractions lose their grip on you. Remember, focus is not about saying yes to everything, but about having the courage to say no to what doesn't serve you. The Buddha's teaching of samma vayama, or right effort, reminds us to direct our energy toward what nurtures growth and peace, while letting go of what hinders progress. Picture a river cutting through rock, not because of its strength, but because of its persistence. Focus is your persistence. It is not achieved overnight, but is cultivated daily. Begin with small, mindful steps. Put away your phone during important tasks, meditate for 5 minutes to center yourself, or create a quiet space where you can think and work without interruption. So, what's one distraction you'll eliminate today? What's one action that will bring you closer to your goals? Reflect deeply and take that first step. The journey toward your best self begins with a single act of focus. The light of the lantern is yours to direct. Illuminate what truly matters and watch as 2025 becomes a year of clarity, purpose, and extraordinary achievement. 2. The cost of distractions. Distractions are the silent thieves of progress. They creep into your day unnoticed, stealing moments that could have been spent creating, growing, or connecting. Picture this. You set out to climb a mountain, but along the way, shiny objects appear. Each time you stop to pick one up, you lose sight of the peak, and soon, the day slips away. This is the cost of distractions. Not just time, but the energy and focus that fuel your journey. Buddha's wisdom reminds us, what you chase after defines what you leave behind. Each moment spent chasing fleeting pleasures or meaningless tasks is a moment diverted from your purpose. The endless scroll on social media, the unnecessary meetings, the constant checking of notifications, these may seem harmless, but they slowly erode your ability to focus and achieve. Take a moment to ask yourself, what distractions are holding you back? Is it the endless pursuit of perfection, the fear of missing out, or the habit of saying yes to everything? Recognizing these distractions is the first step toward reclaiming your time and mental clarity. Here's where mindfulness becomes your most powerful ally. When you notice your attention drifting, pause, breathe deeply, and bring yourself back to the present. Start small. Set aside 5 minutes to focus fully on a single task. No multitasking, no interruptions. You'll be amazed at how much more productive and peaceful those 5 minutes feel. Remember, distractions don't just take away time, they take away joy. They create a mind that is restless and dissatisfied, constantly searching but never finding. The Buddha's teaching on sati, or mindfulness, guides us to observe these moments without judgment and gently redirect our attention to what truly matters. Think about the ripple effect this could have on your life. When you eliminate distractions, you create space for deep work, meaningful relationships, and moments of peace. It's not about doing more, but about doing what aligns with your values. When your focus sharpens, so does your ability to achieve your goals. Today, make a conscious choice to limit one distraction. Turn off notifications, set boundaries for your time, or practice mindfulness when you feel your mind wander. Ask yourself, what do I gain by letting go of this distraction? The answer might just lead you closer to the life you envision. Distractions will always exist, but your power lies in choosing where to direct your energy. Guard your focus fiercely, for it is the key to progress, joy, and fulfillment in 2025. 3. Defining your goals. Goals are the compass that guides us through the vast sea of endless possibilities. Without them, even the strongest effort can feel aimless, like rowing tirelessly in every direction, but reaching no shore. Buddha's teaching reminds us, without direction, effort is wasted. To focus your energy and achieve your potential, you must first define what you are striving for. Imagine walking into a forest without a map or destination in mind. Every path looks enticing, but without clarity, you wander in circles, never making meaningful progress. Life works in much the same way. When your goals are unclear, distractions pull you in every direction, and your energy is scattered. But when your goals are clear, they act as a guiding light, helping you prioritize and persevere. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want? Not what society expects or what others demand, but what resonates with your heart and values. Aligning your goals with your inner purpose creates a powerful synergy. You'll find it easier to stay motivated because every step you take feels meaningful. Clarity begins with specificity. Avoid vague intentions like, I want to be successful, or I want to be happy. Instead, dive deeper. What does success look like to you? Is it building a thriving business, spending more time with loved ones, or mastering a skill? Be precise. Goals like, I want to save $10,000 by December 2025, or I want to read 12 books on self-development this year, give you a concrete target to aim for. This is where the SMART framework can transform your vision into reality. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, I want to meditate more, say, I will meditate for 10 minutes daily for the next 3 months. This not only defines your path, but also sets a realistic pace. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes right intention, a principle that urges us to align our actions with our values. When your goals reflect your authentic self, you'll notice a shift, not just in what you accomplish, but in how fulfilling the journey feels. Take a moment now to write down one goal for 2025. Make it clear, make it meaningful, and make it yours. Remember, your goals are not just destinations. They are the compass that keeps you focused and purposeful, guiding you toward the life you are meant to create. 4. The art of prioritization. In a world driven by urgency, the art of prioritization is a rare and powerful skill. The Buddha teaches us, a mindful path is walked one intentional step at a time. This wisdom is a reminder that not all tasks hold the same weight, and clarity in what matters is the key to living a purposeful life. Imagine a jar filled with rocks, pebbles, and sand. If you start by filling it with sand, the small trivial things, there's no room for the rocks, which represent your most important priorities. But when you place the rocks first, everything else falls into place. This is the essence of prioritization, making space for what truly matters before life is filled with distractions. Start by recognizing that not all tasks demand equal attention. Some feel urgent, screaming for immediate action, but add little value in the long run. Others, though quieter, are the building blocks of meaningful progress. To navigate this, consider using the Eisenhower matrix, a tool that categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Focus your energy on what is important but not urgent, tasks that lead to long-term fulfillment and growth. These could include investing in your health, deepening relationships, or developing skills that align with your goals. Avoid getting trapped in the urgency of minor issues or distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Think about this. How often do you sacrifice what is meaningful for what is convenient? A late night scroll through your phone instead of a good night's rest. A quick yes to something that doesn't align with your values because saying no feels uncomfortable. Each choice, no matter how small, shapes your path. Mindfulness is your ally here. Before committing to a task, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my long-term vision? Does it contribute to what I truly value? This simple habit can transform how you approach your time and energy. As you move through your day, remember that life is finite and your energy is precious. Prioritize wisely. Place the rocks of purpose and meaning first, and let the rest fit around them. When you choose the important over the urgent, you're not just managing time, you're creating a life of intention, balance, and fulfillment. What step will you prioritize today to shape your 2025 into a year of purposeful progress? 5. Building your focused environment. Your environment is the silent architect of your focus. The Buddha taught, outer simplicity creates inner clarity, a profound truth that reminds us how the spaces we inhabit influence our state of mind. A cluttered desk, an overflowing inbox, or an endless barrage of notifications. All these distractions weigh on your mind, draining the energy you could use to achieve your goals. Imagine trying to meditate in a noisy, chaotic room. Even if your intentions are pure, the distractions around you make it almost impossible to find peace. Now apply this to your daily life. Every physical or digital distraction you tolerate is like noise in the background of your mind, pulling your attention in 100 directions. To reclaim your focus, start by decluttering your surroundings. Begin with your physical space, your desk, your room, or wherever you spend the most time. Remove items that don't serve a purpose or bring you joy. Create a space that feels open and calm, where everything has its place. When your environment is in order, your mind finds it easier to concentrate and thrive. Next, turn to your digital environment. How many tabs are open on your browser right now? How often do notifications interrupt your flow? These may seem small, but each one adds to the mental noise that keeps you from focusing deeply. Set boundaries. Silence unnecessary notifications. Organize your files and create dedicated times for checking emails or social media. The beauty of this practice is that it doesn't just make your space look better, it transforms how you feel. A tidy, intentional environment signals to your brain that you're ready to focus and engage fully with the task at hand. It creates a sense of control and calm, allowing your mind to rest and your creativity to flourish. Ask yourself, does my environment reflect the life I want to create? If the answer is no, start small. Clear one drawer, one folder, or even one corner of your workspace. This simple act can spark a ripple effect, inspiring you to extend this clarity to other areas of your life. When you design your environment to support your goals, you remove unnecessary resistance and distractions. You create a sanctuary for deep work, stillness, and purposeful action. Let your space be a reflection of your highest aspirations, and watch as your focus sharpens and your progress accelerates in 2025. 6. Mastering your daily habits. Your life is a reflection of your habits. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us, what you do consistently defines what you become. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the life you're building. Habits are the invisible threads that weave your days into a focused, purposeful existence, or unravel them into chaos and distraction. Imagine you're sculpting a statue. Each day you chip away at the marble, shaping it with precision and care. If you strike carelessly, the sculpture will crack. But if you work with intention and consistency, a masterpiece emerges. Your daily habits are your tools, and the masterpiece is the life you aspire to create. To master your habits, start by designing a morning routine that grounds you in mindfulness and clarity. Begin each day with a moment of stillness. Meditate, journal, or simply breathe deeply. This practice quiets the noise of the world and connects you to your purpose. Follow this with goal setting. Write down 1 or 2 priorities for the day that align with your long-term vision. This simple act transforms your mornings from reactive to proactive, setting the tone for focused action. Another powerful tool is time blocking. Dedicate specific periods to your most meaningful tasks, free from distractions. Treat these blocks as sacred appointments with your goals. Whether it's an hour for deep work, 30 minutes for exercise, or 10 minutes to reflect, these intentional slots create a rhythm that keeps you aligned with your purpose. But habits don't form overnight. They require patience and repetition. Start small. Choose one habit that feels achievable and commit to it daily. Over time, this small change compounds, building momentum and confidence. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Missing one day doesn't undo your progress. It's getting back on track that counts. Are your habits aligned with the person you want to become? If not, it's time to realign. Remove habits that drain your energy or distract you from your goals. Replace them with actions that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Your daily habits are not just tasks to complete, they are investments in your future self. By mastering them, you create a life of focus, intention, and progress. As you step into 2025, let each habit be a brick that builds the foundation for your success. What new habit will you commit to today to shape the year you desire? 7. Trusting the process. Trusting the process is one of life's hardest but most rewarding lessons. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us, the river does not rush to meet the ocean, yet it gets there. Progress is not a sudden leap. It is the gentle unfolding of consistent effort, a journey that reveals itself step by step. Yet, in a world obsessed with instant results, patience feels like an elusive virtue. Think of a bamboo tree. In its first year, it barely grows, its progress hidden beneath the surface as its roots stretch deep into the earth. In the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up, reaching heights unimaginable. This story teaches us that growth takes time, and often the most critical progress happens when no one can see it. In your pursuit of goals, it's easy to feel disheartened when results don't come quickly. You might question your path or your ability. But remember, the greatest transformations often happen subtly beneath the surface. The key is to focus on consistent effort rather than immediate outcomes. Each small action, each intentional step, adds to the foundation of your success. To cultivate trust in the process, start by shifting your focus from the destination to the journey. Set long-term goals, but break them into smaller, achievable milestones. Celebrate these small wins. They're not just checkpoints. They're proof of your progress and reminders that you're moving forward. Patience is a skill that grows with practice. When frustration creeps in, ground yourself in the present moment. Reflect on how far you've come, not just how far you still have to go. Gratitude for your journey creates resilience, allowing you to continue even when the road feels long. This is where mindfulness becomes your ally. Meditate on the idea that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to a greater whole. Visualize your progress as drops filling a jar. Eventually, the jar overflows. Each drop matters. Ask yourself, am I honoring the journey, or am I rushing toward the outcome? If you're rushing, pause, breathe. Remind yourself that all great things take time. Whether it's mastering a skill, building a career, or nurturing relationships, the true beauty lies in the process of becoming. Trusting the process is an act of faith in yourself and in the unfolding of life. As you journey through 2025, let patience be your guide. Commit to the daily effort, celebrate your progress, and trust that like the river reaching the ocean, you will arrive exactly where you're meant to be. 8. The power of saying no. Saying no is not an act of rejection, it is an act of self-respect. The Buddha's teaching reminds us, the lotus blooms not by pleasing the waters, but by rising above them. In the same way, your growth depends not on appeasing every demand, but on protecting the space you need to thrive. Every time you say yes to something unaligned with your goals, you're silently saying no to your own aspirations. Imagine a gardener tending a single rose. If they try to nurture every weed and stray plant in the garden equally, the rose suffers. But when they focus on what truly matters, the rose blooms brilliantly. In life, you are that gardener, and your time and energy are the water and sunlight. To grow the life you desire, you must prioritize what truly nourishes you, and that often means saying no. In a world that equates busyness with success, declining an opportunity or request might feel uncomfortable. But learning to say no gracefully is one of the most empowering skills you can develop. Start by clarifying your priorities. What are your top goals? What truly matters to you? Once you know your purpose, it becomes easier to recognize distractions disguised as opportunities. Practice polite but firm responses when requests conflict with your priorities. For example, instead of an outright refusal, you might say, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I need to focus on other commitments right now." Such responses show respect for the other person while honoring your boundaries. Setting boundaries also means being intentional with your time. If your calendar is full of obligations that don't serve your purpose, it's time to reevaluate. Freeing up space allows you to focus on what brings you closer to your goals. Boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges to a more focused, fulfilling life. Ask yourself, what distractions am I saying yes to, and at what cost? Reflect on how often you agree to things out of guilt, habit, or fear of disappointing others. Then, challenge yourself to shift that energy toward your aspirations. The power of saying no is transformative. It clears the path for you to say a wholehearted yes to what truly matters. As you step into 2025, let your decisions reflect your priorities. Protect your time and energy like the gardener tending the rose, and watch as your dreams begin to flourish. What will you say no to today to protect your purpose? 9. Overcoming mental barriers. Mental barriers are like clouds obscuring the sun. They seem insurmountable, but they can be moved with the right winds of effort and intention. The Buddha taught, "The mind is both a trap and a key. Choose wisely." This means the thoughts we entertain can either imprison us in doubt or unlock our potential. Self-doubt, procrastination, and fear often masquerade as insurmountable walls, but in truth, they are illusions created by our own minds. Consider the story of a young archer aiming at a distant target. At first, the target seems impossibly far, and her mind fills with doubts. What if I miss? What if I'm not good enough? But instead of giving in, she breaks the task down. She focuses first on drawing the bow, then aligning her aim, and finally releasing the arrow. Each step clears her mind, and with practice, she hits the target. This story reminds us that even the most daunting goals can be achieved by conquering our mental barriers one step at a time. To overcome self-doubt, begin by challenging your inner narrative. When you hear, "I can't do this," ask yourself, is this true or is it fear speaking? Replace limiting beliefs with affirming truths like "I am capable" or "I am learning and growing." The words you choose for yourself are powerful. They shape your reality. Procrastination is another common mental barrier. It often stems from overwhelm, the fear of starting something big. The solution? Break your tasks into smaller, actionable steps. If writing a report feels overwhelming, start by outlining a single section. If launching a new project seems impossible, begin with brainstorming one idea. Each small victory builds momentum and chips away at the larger challenge. Mindfulness is also a powerful tool. When you notice negative thoughts creeping in, pause. Take a deep breath and anchor yourself in the present. Remind yourself that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This awareness gives you the power to choose which ones to entertain and which ones to let go. Ask yourself, what mental barriers are holding me back? How can I take the first small step to overcome them? By focusing on progress rather than perfection, you'll discover that most barriers are not walls, but doors waiting to be opened. As you journey through 2025, let your mind be your ally, not your enemy. Reframe, refocus, and rise above your doubts. With each small step forward, you'll find that the path to your goals becomes clearer and the barriers once in your way begin to fade. 10. Managing digital distractions. In today's world, digital distractions can pull us away from our deepest aspirations with a single notification. Buddha's wisdom rings true here. Guard your attention as you would guard a sacred flame. Our attention is a precious resource, yet we often allow it to be scattered by the constant barrage of digital interruptions. The very tool that could enhance our productivity can easily become a master, leading us astray. But what if we could take back control? What if we could use technology to serve our goals rather than derail them. Imagine a monk sitting in meditation, surrounded by distractions, a bustling city, noisy crowds, and even his own wandering thoughts. Yet, despite the chaos, he remains focused, returning again and again to his breath. This is the power of intentional focus, the monk's secret. He has chosen where to place his attention, and in doing so, he finds peace amidst the noise. Similarly, in our own lives, we must become mindful of where we direct our energy. One of the first steps is recognizing how digital distractions steal our focus. Social media, email alerts, and constant messaging can easily fragment our attention, making it harder to stay present and productive. This is where the art of saying no comes into play, even with technology. Start by creating digital-free zones, spaces in your home or work where no devices are allowed. This could be the first hour of your day, a quiet room, or even during meals. By setting boundaries with your digital devices, you protect your mental space and foster a sense of calm. Additionally, consider turning off non-essential notifications. The constant pinging of your phone can pull you away from meaningful work, and by silencing these interruptions, you regain control over your time. Technology can also be used as an ally in staying focused. Use apps designed to help maintain productivity, such as Pomodoro timers or task managers. These tools create structure and remind you to focus on what matters most. Instead of scrolling aimlessly, you'll be guided back to your tasks, achieving more with greater clarity. Ask yourself, how often am I distracted by my devices, and what is it costing me? Reclaim your attention. Just as you protect a sacred flame, safeguard your time and energy from unnecessary digital disruptions. By doing so, you'll find that your focus becomes sharper, your goals more attainable, and your life more in tune with what truly matters. As you step into 2025, let mindfulness guide your relationship with technology, transforming it into a tool that enhances your journey, not an obstacle. As promised at the beginning, here is the bonus lesson 1. Focus as your superpower. In a world overflowing with distractions, the ability to focus has become a rare and valuable superpower. Buddha's teachings remind us that in stillness lies great power. The noise of modern life can easily overwhelm us, but those who can find moments of quiet within, regardless of external chaos, unlock a deep, unstoppable strength. This focused energy becomes a force of transformation, turning ordinary tasks into extraordinary results. Think of a skilled archer. She stands with steady hands, eyes fixed on the target. All around her, the world may be moving in a blur, but her attention is locked in a single moment, on that one arrow and that one goal. It's not the loudest, fastest, or busiest who achieves great things, but the one who can focus deeply, move with intention, and stay aligned with their purpose. In the same way, focus is the archer's power. It enables us to turn our efforts into precision and our actions into success. The ability to focus begins with mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, we build the muscle of attention. Every time we direct our focus to one thing, whether it's our breath, a task, or a goal, we train our mind to stay grounded in the present moment. This isn't about pushing distractions away, but learning to let them float by without taking hold. It's about choosing where to place our energy, and in doing so, amplifying its effect. In practical terms, this means carving out time each day for stillness. Whether through meditation, deep work sessions, or simply taking a walk without distractions, we can use these moments to hone our attention. The more we practice, the stronger our ability to stay focused becomes. And when we direct this power toward our goals, something magical happens. We begin to see progress where there once was frustration, clarity where there was confusion, Think about your own life. How often do you find yourself pulled in multiple directions? How much of your time is spent reacting to external forces instead of aligning with your deeper purpose? Focus is the key to reversing this. By consciously choosing where to direct your attention, you can regain control over your time, your goals, and ultimately, your life. As you step into 2025, remember that the world may be loud, but within you lies the power of stillness. Harness this superpower and watch how everything in your life transforms when you focus with intention and clarity. Bonus Lesson 2. Focus in the age of distraction. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Our phones buzz with notifications, social media constantly calls for our attention, and the demands of daily life pull us in countless directions. Yet, the secret to true progress and peace lies not in doing more, but in doing less, doing what matters most with full focus. As Buddha wisely taught, the Buddha found enlightenment under a tree, not amidst chaos. This simple yet profound truth reminds us that true clarity is found not in the noise, but in stillness. In the age of distraction, cultivating this stillness becomes not just a spiritual practice, but a powerful tool for success. Imagine a river flowing through a forest. The water moves smoothly, uninterrupted by the leaves that occasionally fall into it. The river's course remains steady, unwavering. Now imagine that same river rushing through a city full of noise and activity. The water gets murky, constantly disturbed by the debris and chaos around it. Our minds are much like these rivers. When we're constantly bombarded with distractions, our focus becomes fragmented, our thoughts clouded, and our actions lose their direction. But in the quiet moments, when we allow ourselves to unplug from the noise, we rediscover our clarity and our purpose. The Buddha's path to enlightenment offers a powerful lesson here. He didn't achieve inner peace amidst a whirlwind of activity. Instead, he sought refuge beneath a tree in stillness. This lesson is a reminder that true progress comes when we intentionally step away from the chaos and tune into our inner world. In the same way, by dedicating time each day to unplug, whether through meditation, a quiet walk, or simply sitting in silence, we can clear our minds and refocus on our goals. In the practice of meditation, we reconnect with our deeper selves. We allow our minds to rest and reflect, free from the constant bombardment of external stimuli. This act of stillness helps us see clearly, realign with our goals, and assess if our actions are truly in alignment with our deepest intentions. As you begin 2025, consider how much time you spend in constant motion versus moments of quiet reflection. What would it feel like to reclaim even just 10 minutes of your day for true focus? Focus is the antidote to distraction. In the quiet, we find our true direction. By committing to daily moments of stillness, we invite peace and progress into our lives. As you move forward into 2025, remember the Buddha's wisdom. Focus, clarity, and alignment begin in the stillness. In a world overflowing with noise and distractions, the true power lies in silence and clarity. Mastering focus is not just a skill, it is an act of reclaiming your life. As the Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. When you let go of the unnecessary and embrace the essential, you unlock a profound sense of freedom and purpose. Focus is more than productivity. It is a path to self-discovery. By aligning your actions with your values, you create harmony within yourself and your environment. Zen wisdom reminds us, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. When you focus your thoughts on growth and clarity, the world responds in kind. Imagine 2025 not as another year of struggle, but as a canvas for transformation. With focus as your compass, every moment becomes an opportunity to craft the life you desire. Remember, the journey is as sacred as the destination. When the eye is single, the whole body is full of light, said the Buddha. Let your focus light the way forward. If this reflection moved you, remember to like and share this video. Let us know in the comments what resonated with you most. And don't forget to for more Buddhist insights to inspire a peaceful and purposeful life.